Hello and welcome to episode 2. So today we're going to be looking at some of the starting adventure paths. I think we're going to go for the combat ones. So we're just going to equip the wooden shield and the sword. And have a look at the adventure path. So the combat path, we need level 5 in the attack skill, and then it looks like the same with strength. Defense and ranged, okay, and magic, okay. So it looks like we get some bigger rewards as well, so it's a better weapon, okay, right, so we're gonna get started with that then. Just gonna head over this bridge because I can see that there's some goblins, and it looks like we can attack those as well. So in the last episode when we did the tutorial island, you can see here we've got a load of different abilities that you can set. So at the moment we're going to go for stabs. That'll get us our attack XP, and we need to get that to level 5, I think. So let's do that first. So the combat in this game is very simplistic. It is ones and zeros, and then as you progress higher with better items, weapons, you then unlock other abilities, things like raids, and so on. But at the start, just like any game really, you're very weak, but we will get there. So let's just go through this then, I suppose. Oh, he healed. Interesting. So, as you can see, up at the top, we've gone down to 36. Ooh, some water runes, and I'm going to take the bones as well. So I'm going to carry on with this. So we need attack to 5, and you'll also see things like your hit points will always be going up every time you deal damage. I think everything else is just to do with what you're actually doing in game, whether you're attacking with stab or you've got strength selected, and if you're doing mining things, but your hit points when you're attacking enemies will always be going up. I'm just going to eat the bread. So one of the things about RuneScape is you can eat whilst you're attacking as well, to regain your health. So we've been killing some goblins for a little while. We are almost dead, so we might have to run away if we get hit again. We're gonna have to run away. There's one more attacker. So what we're gonna do instead now is we've got quite a lot of bones for prayer. We're gonna we need some health, so we're gonna have to chop down some trees and get a fire going, and perhaps have a look at taking up some of this raw beef that people have dropped around in the cattle area. Take the raw beef, we can use that to heal ourselves up, hopefully. So, first thing we'll do, just going to bury these bones for the prayer. And this way a bit more so that we stop being attacked. I'm going to chop down the tree just to get some logs so we can build the fire to cook the beef that we got. Use the tinderbox with that. Come on. Set the logs on fire. Come on. And then we want to cook the piece of meat. Level 2. In cooking. Nice. Eat the cooked meat. Replenish some of that health. We're going to attack the cows in here for a little bit now, because it looks like they drop the hides, which I believe are worth a little bit of money, and we're also going to get meat from them as well. I also don't think they hit you very often either, so yeah. It should help us get a little bit more XP in a couple of different areas, because we'll be able to take the meats and cook those for food, be able to replenish our health with that. We'll get cow hides, which you can turn into leather for your crafting, or we can sell them and get a little bit of gold. So yeah, we think we'll do this. Still going to get the level 5 attack first, and then we'll start looking at perhaps doing a few bits of crafting once we've got a better weapon. First cow, nearly dead. Let's see what he dropped. So bones, beef, cow hide. So we get basically better than what we get for killing the goblins. And they seem to be in a slightly more enclosed area as well. So once I'm level 5, we'll be back, and then we'll move on to doing some of the crafting. So we're just level 4.5, and we've now burnt the meat, so we can't actually cook with them. Brilliant. We've got to level 3 in our level 2 in our fire making, and level 2 in our wood cutting as well, because we needed some more logs for the fires. Just going to collect these beefs. So how RuneScape loot works is you're the only one that can see, or your group if you're doing a raid, are the only people that can see the loot that drops for a period of time. Afterwards anybody can pick it up. So with the little add-on I've got called Runelight, you can see here we've got raw beef, and GE is the Grand Exchange, so the marketplace, and they sell for 73 gold pieces each. So it's a good way to figure out how much gold you're going to get from things. And we need to make another fire. So yeah, it's a good way to see how much stuff is worth, to pick up if you see it running around, and if you need a quick bit of money, or you've got bag space, then you can pick up a load of, say, like the hides and things like that. They sell for about 200. Yeah, 202, and then full bag of those. So you've got a couple of thousand. I mean, 1,000 gold in this game is not really anything, but it's a good starting point, especially if you're new to the game and you need to get some money. It's a good, easy gold making way, really. There's quite a lot of people that do kill stuff around here, as you can see, for the levels. They've all got different sets of armor, much be higher level, and it's a good way to train like your different skills, so like your archery, your magic and things. So we're going to cook. I'm just going to select all, and then I'll cook both these bits of beef for us. Just going to eat one of those, and then we'll continue attacking the cow. So we should hit level 4 off this cow, but quickly look. So we look at some of the skills here. So wood cutting and fire making and cooking all level 2. So genuinely they will go up around the same time. You will be cutting your logs down, and then you will be turning them into fires. Fire making is one of the easiest ones, and wood cutting just takes a little bit of time this game. Like the further you get into it, the longer things take to happen. But that's that's with any game really. And my bags are full, and as I can't use that, we need now. So we hit level 4 in our attack. So we're now, according to this, it's going to take us about 4 more minutes of killing to do that. But at the same time, we've got a couple of bones, some cow hides that we can turn into leathers, I believe. If we look at the crafting, and view the crafting guide, we can make armour and things with that. So that's really helpful. And yeah, we should hopefully get level 5 very soon. I'm thinking it's probably going to be about 2 or so more cows really. You can also see stuff in the top left that tells you what we're attacking, what we have been doing, so we were cooking. That was the last thing we were doing here, and it shows you how many cooking XP or what we cooked each hour, how much XP per hour. So 26 we would have cooked at our current rate an hour, and we've burned 40%. So bury the bones, and as you can see, prayer goes up very slowly at the start, but it's easy to get bones. Eat the cooked meat to restore some health. And then hopefully this will get us a good amount of XP. I think we're going to need to kill 3 more cows according to this, so we'll be back in 3 kills. So we should be getting close to our last kill, but we're also low on health, so we need to hope we can kill him. There we go, level 5 attack. So we've now completed that task. We just need to make sure we kill this without dying. So dying in this game is very big. If you die, oh god. If you die, you will lose everything that you have, except for your 3 most expensive items, I believe. So yeah, you really do not want to die. We should be able to have a look at that activity path now. That's the first one done. We've got to speak to Adventurer John to claim the reward, okay. So have a look at what the gathering ones are. So we need to level 5 fishing, level 5 woodcutting, and mining, okay. So our woodcutting is currently 2, fire making is 3, cooking is 3, okay. So one of the things you can do in this game, you can click on the minimap and it will auto run you over to that area as well, which is really handy. So we know the adventure guy is somewhere over this area here, I believe. I think he's just the other side of this building. Which there he is. I'd like to claim my reward. 1 steel longsword, oh excellent. So now we've got a better weapon, look at that. So obviously we've got all of these other ones to trade, so I think we're going to start looking at block. I think it's going to be nice to have a little bit more defensiveness with our character, but I think the next job we need to do is put some of this stuff in the bank so we can do some of the crafting. So we'll just head over this way and head up to the bank. Looks like it's RuneScape's 10th year anniversary as well, so there'll be some events and things we can have a look at doing as well. Birthday plushies and all sorts. The bank is at the top of this castle. Just in here. Just gonna put in the stuff we don't need, the bucket. I'm going to leave the wood that's already in there, and I'm going to leave the food and the goblin mail and the fishing net because we can use those. I mean, I'm going to deposit all of the cow hides though. So, one thing that I showed you earlier, if I want to click here, I can't click, notice. Here, it will take me over there. Or try to take me over there, but because we're on a higher floor, he doesn't know what to do. So, as long as everything is on the same level as you, you're perfectly fine. So I have to actually climb physically down the stairs first. The minimap gives it away if it's black on the other areas as well. Now you see how the rest of the map has gone green. I can now click over there and you should take me over there as long as there's open doors and things. Right, so next thing we need to do is level 5 in woodcutting. So this should help us get some fire making as well. So again, it varies how quickly it is to cut each tree, but there we go, we've got another level. And as you progress through getting your levels, you can also chop down better trees that give more experience. That goes for everything really. The higher the things we kill, we get more experience. We'll be able to mine different things when we get our mining levels higher, that's worth more. You'll be able to make better armour, that sort of things really. So at the start it's not super slow, but it speeds up when you've kind of got going a bit and you get like your first better axe and your first better weapons and things like that. And then as you're sort of getting very high in your levels, it can take a lot of time grinding and things. But it is a free game. You can obviously pay to get more skills and things to make money in different areas, but you can do everything you would want to do by just playing normal. So as you can see, the woodcutting is a lot quicker than the combat stuff. So we're already nearly level 4. So you see, already level 4. And we're going to carry on just chopping some more trees down. So now you notice my character is walking, he's run out of stamina, so you have to just wait for that to recharge. You can run faster for longer and things like that if you get the agility skill, but that is a members only skill, which we are not a member, so we can't learn to train that yet. So we're nearly there with this. I think it'll be about 2 more trees. Oh, we should, yeah, 1 more tree. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we're level 5 now. So that's that task done. And also you can see we've got a lot of logs. Just going to bury these bones first. I'm just going to use now the tinderbox on these logs to get my fire doing. Or yeah, fire making. Fire making is one of the easiest ones to do. You can buy the logs very cheaply. Stand over here. You'll see people will have, especially in the cities, they will be just making lines and lines and lines of campfires to get their level up. It doesn't really give you a lot in terms of, you don't like unlock the ability to make stuff that's going to get you a lot of money. However, it's a good skill to get. You'll be able to then cook things on them quicker, that sort of stuff. You look in the adventuring guide, view the guide, you'll see that's all the stuff we can burn. A lot of it is like members when you get a lot higher. You've got them different types like barbarians, that's members only. There's equipment and stuff that then you can use. That might make you a little bit of money. And then you've got your miscellaneous, but again, that's members only. So yeah, it's a lot, it gives you a lot, you do get good benefits if you remember. At the same time, you can still do absolutely almost everything. Like, you're not going to struggle to do your burning or your fire making or whatever if you don't have a membership. So we're now level 5. It's a shame you don't get any adventure stuff for this, but oh well. sometimes it lights them in one and sometimes it takes quite a while. Come on, there we go. So we need to really get the character leveled in quite a few different areas, so probably like the combat and things now, just to get some more health, so then we can start looking at doing some of the quests. Once we've got these logs done, I'm going to go sell the little goblin armor I've got. It should get me a couple of coins, and then what we're going to do is we're going to look at doing the mining and fishing at some point, probably next after this. And then there's a couple of low-level quests we can do that involve cooking, so you can see what the quests are like. It involves getting things like eggs, flour, so you have to then go around the map, which I'll show you after we finish this as well. So get the tinder, we've got one more to make after. Come on, nearly done. There we go. Let's cook this last bit of beef. Excellent. So, as you can see, we've got level 6 in the fire, level 5 in woodcutting, and our cooking's still level 3. Yeah, and talk to the shopkeeper. So they will sell a whole host of items, so if you die you can come back here, sell your stuff that you've got from killing and things, and then you'll be able to buy things like your tinderbox back if you lose them. So I'll sell the one goblin mail, 16 coins. Yeah, it's not a lot, but when you don't have anything, it's better than nothing. Right, so we need to go talk to this guy over here. Talk to Adventurer John. And get the next lot of rewards. 1 axe, 20 logs. Ooh, nice. So you'll see here, the logs have been put into like a paper, so that allows you to store high amounts if you want to trade with another player. So say I had 1,000 logs in my bank, I can put them into a paper and trade those or sell them. It makes things a lot easier, basically. Otherwise you'd have to have bags and bags and bags and bags and keep going back and forwards with trades, and it just means it's easier to stop people getting ripped off. So as you see here, woodcut skill, high level axes can use to gather logs at a faster rate. There we've got an iron axe, so I don't really need the bronze axe anymore. I'm just going to drop it as it's worthless. And in the next episode we are going to look at getting the mining and the fishing both leveled up. There is a spot. If I open the world map, as you can see, this is the world map. It is absolutely massive. And then you've got things like dungeons and all sorts in this game. Go back to the map, just a couple of points to note. So we'll be heading over here, look, so we've got the ability to fish down here, and we've also got the ability to do some mining as well, so I think they're the closest points to being able to go to a bank or being able to smelt them in the smelter over here. I think once we've done that we will then look at doing some of the quests. So you can see here there's a couple of quests here. I think it'll be the cook's assistant will be probably the first quest we'll look at doing, and possibly look at doing the holiday event as well. So yeah, stay tuned, hopefully you're enjoying it. It's very slow at the start, but it will get a lot quicker, and there'll be a lot more to do once we start hitting high levels, doing more quests and things like that. So yeah, see you on episode 3.